An unassuming librarian from Earth arrives at the bustling Galactic outpost, a sleek, expansive hub teeming with advanced technology, diverse alien life forms, and the imposing soldiers of the Galactic Empire. The station gleams under artificial lights with metal and glass structures, stretching endlessly in rows of docked ships, flaunting the Empire's dominance. The librarian disembarks from her shuttle, with quiet steps, carrying a small, nondescript bag. Her appearance is plain and reserved, her face gentle yet observant, as she calmly takes in her surroundings. Dressed in simple clothes with a light jacket and modest Earth-made tools, she presents no visible threat. Soldiers nearby exchange smirks, clearly amused by this quiet Earthling in their midst. As she begins her work, cataloging ancient documents and handling the Empire's archives with careful expertise, the soldiers' amusement turns to suspicion. Her serene, methodical demeanor unsettles them as she navigates her tasks with an efficiency that gradually earns their grudging respect. Day by day, small incidents, flickering lights, brief security glitches, unexplained sounds coincide with her presence, subtly fueling the soldiers' unease. Though she remains quiet and calm, her uncanny awareness and precision during unexpected moments sow seeds of doubt among the soldiers. Gradually, the librarian's presence shifts from an object of mockery to a source of whispered rumors. Soldiers grow wary, watching her with increasing curiosity and mistrust. Minor security disturbances continue, each one seemingly harmless yet leaving them unsettled, as if a quiet storm brews beneath her composed exterior. Despite their attempts to catch her off guard, she handles every situation with effortless control, leaving them with no clear answers, only deeper uncertainties. One evening, as an alert spreads through the outpost of a potential security breach, the soldiers move to secure her. But to their shock, she reveals a hidden proficiency in combat, neutralizing guards with swift, precise movements. In that moment, they realize she is far more skilled and dangerous than they had anticipated. Panic overtakes the station as the soldiers come face to face with the reality they'd been too proud to consider. The quiet librarian they had dismissed as harmless was, in fact, a highly trained operative with a mission that went beyond mere archival work. As she leaves the outpost, a silent message remains, a reminder of Earth's resilience and unseen strength. The once confident Empire soldiers are left with a lingering respect tempered by fear for the unassuming figure who moved among them, changing their perception of humanity forever. Her mission, executed with quiet precision, shifts the Empire's view of Earth, leaving them to regard it with newfound caution and respect, acknowledging that true strength often resides in the most unassuming places. The Empire's soldiers and officers, now acutely aware of the events at the outpost, find themselves haunted by the memory of the librarian's visit. In her wake, the rumors spread rapidly through their ranks, morphing from whispers to cautionary tales told to new recruits. The librarian, once dismissed as a quiet figure in the background, now becomes a legend, a story retold to emphasize humility and vigilance, a reminder of the unpredictability of humans. Earth, once viewed as a backwater planet with little to offer the Galactic Empire, is now regarded with a wary respect. Back on Earth, the librarian returns seamlessly to her role, slipping into the quiet routine of her library as though nothing unusual has happened. Only a select few know of her success, recorded in confidential reports, with the details sealed away from public knowledge. Earth's leaders, aware of the Empire's shift in perception, subtly bolster their own defenses, understanding the weight of this new respect in the Empire's eyes. Meanwhile, within the Empire, the high-ranking officials attempt to downplay the incident, labeling it as an isolated breach and assuring the populace of their continued security. Yet, beneath the surface, protocols are quietly revised and a new attitude of caution and respect towards Earth is fostered. Officers emphasize vigilance towards all species, especially humans, who now carry an air of unpredictability and silent strength. As time passes, the Empire's memory of the librarian fades from the forefront, but the influence of her visit lingers, woven into the fabric of their operational protocols. The once overlooked plan of Earth now carries an aura of mystery and potential threat, and the soldiers who had once mocked the librarian are now marked by a hard-learned respect, recalling how they had been thoroughly outmatched by someone they had underestimated. For them, she remains an unforgettable presence, a symbol of Earth's quiet resilience and latent power. The incident at the outpost becomes an enduring tale, a lesson for the Empire in humility and caution. Recruits are reminded not to assume weakness in those they do not understand, and Earth becomes a symbol of strength that can emerge from unassuming places. The Librarian's mission, executed with silent precision, has reshaped the Empire's perspective, leaving them to view Earth not just as another world among many, but as a force to be reckoned with, its true strength concealed in the quiet, resilient presence of one librarian who had changed the course of their understanding forever. In the years that follow, the Empire's relationship with Earth shifts noticeably. No longer simply one of casual indifference or perceived superiority, Earth is now regarded with a subtle wariness. Official reports of the incident circulate quietly among high-ranking officials, each one a reminder of how a single operative, unassuming and inconspicuous, had slipped through the Empire's defenses and left an indelible impact. For Earth, the Librarian's mission becomes a touchstone of quiet pride. Among the few who know of her actions, she is celebrated as a symbol of the planet's resilience and cleverness, a beacon of what can be accomplished through patience and strategy rather than brute force. Earth's leaders take this as a pivotal lesson, investing more heavily in intelligence and strategic operations, understanding that raw power isn't the only way to secure influence on the galactic stage. Meanwhile, the Empire's soldiers who encountered the Librarian find themselves permanently changed by the experience. They retell the story among themselves, a tale passed from one generation of recruits to the next. Each telling takes on a mythical quality, of the quiet, unassuming human who had walked among them like a ghost, unaffected by their taunts and dismissals, only to reveal a fierce, unwavering strength when the moment demanded it. As time passes, the Empire enacts small but significant changes, increasing scrutiny in background checks and emphasizing respect in training regimens towards species once thought insignificant. Earth's diplomats, sent to attend galactic summits and negotiations, notice a newfound politeness in their counterparts. The Empire's officers speak to them in measured tones, and security teams grow more attentive when humans are present. A subtle acknowledgement that Earthlings, though outwardly ordinary, may possess capabilities far beyond what meets the eye. For the Librarian, life returns to a familiar rhythm, yet there's a subtle change in her demeanor. A quiet satisfaction, a deeper calm. Her colleagues on Earth have no idea of the depth of her experience or the influence she has left behind. But she carries with her the quiet knowledge of a mission accomplished, of having reshaped perceptions without fanfare or violence, simply through skill and precision. In the broader galaxy, the Librarian's story endures as a lesson that reverberates far beyond the outpost she left behind. For the Empire, she has become a silent reminder that power is not always overt, and that resilience can often take the form of quiet persistence. And in the quiet halls of Earth's libraries and the diplomatic chambers of its representatives, the legacy of the Librarian lives on, a testament to Earth's unique strength, subtle but profound, capable of influencing even the most formidable of empires without raising a single weapon. As the tale of the Librarian ripples through the Empire, a more profound shift begins to take hold. The outpost incident becomes an unspoken lesson woven into the Empire's fabric of strategic operations, influencing decisions at every level. Training protocols are adapted to emphasize vigilance toward the subtle and unseen, with officers reminded that even the most unassuming individuals might possess unexpected skills. A newfound respect for caution begins to temper the Empire's formerly ironclad confidence, fostering a silent respect toward any potential adversary, no matter how unthreatening they might appear. Within the Empire's ranks, those who witnessed the Librarian's calm, precise efficiency remain haunted by her memory. She's become a figure of cautionary reverence, with soldiers trading stories of the ghost librarian who walked among them. Her mere presence had shifted their perception of power. Now, they understand that strength is not always displayed through might or weaponry, but can manifest as an unyielding resolve, hiding in plain sight. As stories spread, new recruits listen with awe, absorbing the underlying message. Even the Empire's most stringent protocols can be undermined by those who quietly observe, assess, and act when the time is right. On Earth, the Librarian's achievement remains classified, known only to select officials and operatives. Those aware of her success recognize its implications. Earth, though technologically limited compared to the Empire, holds a unique place in the galaxy, a subtle power rooted in adaptability, intelligence, and patience. The leaders of Earth, emboldened by the Librarian's success, initiate quiet but strategic advancements in their own defense and intelligence sectors. A new generation of operatives is trained, inspired by her mission, and taught that their influence need not be loud or visible to be deeply impactful. Earth's diplomats, previously overlooked at galactic summits, now notice a change in tone from the Empire's envoys. Discussions are more respectful, their words carefully measured, a shift that Earth's representatives both acknowledge and strategically nurture. The Empire, though slow to publicly admit its vulnerability, now treats Earth's presence with a cautious awareness, an acknowledgement that Earth, however unassuming, is not to be underestimated. The Librarian herself, resuming her quiet life on Earth, remains a figure of humble mystery. To her, the mission was merely a duty fulfilled with quiet precision, yet her actions have inspired a subtle revolution within the Empire, leaving a legacy of caution, respect, and humility. And so the Librarian's story endures, a quiet echo in the halls of the galaxy, a testament to the resilience and power that lie within the unassuming, a reminder to the Empire and beyond that strength often resides in the shadows, waiting to emerge when least expected. In time, as new generations come and go, the legend of the Librarian transforms into a mythic tale told across the stars, a story of the soft-spoken Earthling who, with steady focus and a quiet hand, exposed the Empire's vulnerabilities and changed its perception of strength forever. Her legacy becomes more than a cautionary tale. It stands as a powerful reminder across the galaxy that respect must be given, even to those who appear unthreatening, for true power often wears the guise of silence and patience. As the story of the Librarian settles into legend, it weaves itself into the very culture of the Empire and beyond. Her tale is recounted not only among soldiers, but within diplomatic circles, shared in hushed voices as a symbol of unexpected power. For many, she becomes known as the Shadow Librarian, a mysterious figure who quietly dismantled the invincibility of the Empire's strongest outpost. To some, she is an inspiration to others, a warning of the dangers in underestimating the humble. The Librarian's legend even reaches distant worlds allied with the Empire. Her story stirs discussions among those who have long viewed Earth as insignificant, inspiring them to consider the untapped potential of their own people. Smaller planets, traditionally compliant under the Empire's dominance, begin to adopt similar philosophies of resilience and subtlety, learning from Earth's example. Earth, once regarded as a minor world, is now seen as a quiet force, one capable of challenging even the galaxy's most imposing powers. As these tales spread, the Empire faces an internal reckoning. High-ranking officials meet behind closed doors, questioning the assumptions and hierarchies that had defined their dominance. What began as an isolated incident now ignites a broader conversation on the Empire's vulnerability, challenging its leaders to rethink the structure of their rule. New training programs emerge, emphasizing psychological strategy and nuanced approaches to conflict. Special units are trained to detect and respect intelligence in all forms, preparing soldiers not just for physical combat but for encounters with those who wield influence in unexpected ways. Back on Earth, the Librarian's legacy quietly shapes the planet's future approach to galactic relations. Earth's leaders, mindful of the Librarian's impact, see an opportunity to carve out a unique role in the galaxy. They recognize that their strength lies not in direct confrontation but in cultivating skills of subtle influence, fostering alliances, and using intelligence to protect their interests. Earth becomes a diplomatic force, known for its measured responses and calm negotiations, with its representatives holding a newfound confidence. Galactic summits see a different Earth, one respected not for its weaponry, but for its quiet influence and strategic foresight. For the Librarian herself, life resumes with little fanfare. She is content to remain a quiet figure, blending back into the rhythms of everyday life. The myth surrounding her only strengthens, as the few officials who know the truth guard her story carefully, allowing it to evolve in the galaxy's imagination. To her, the mission was simply her duty, executed with discipline and precision. Yet, she carries with her the quiet satisfaction of knowing that her actions have left a mark on a vast empire, and that her subtle impact has shifted the course of galactic history. Years later, when Earth's leaders look back on the outpost mission, they see it as a defining moment in their relationship with the Empire. They understand that the Librarian's work was more than a single covert operation. It was a statement of Earth's resilience and ingenuity. Her actions forged a new path, not through overt rebellion, but through the subtle revelation of strength in places others least expected. And so, Earth's legacy grows quietly, a testament to the power of resilience and calm resolve. The Shadow Librarian's story endures, transcending generations and borders. For the galaxy, she remains a symbol of humility, of of the strength that lies hidden within the quietest of places. The Empire, forever marked by the incident, continues to recount her tale as a lesson in vigilance and respect, a silent reminder that true power often exists in those who seem the most ordinary. And thus her presence lingers in the galaxy, a quiet legend, a symbol of Earth's strength, eternally whispering a single, timeless truth: never underestimate the quiet ones. As the years stretch into decades, the legend of the Shadow Librarian grows, transforming from a covert mission into a lasting myth that inspires the galaxy. The Empire, now seasoned by years of cautious adaptation, continues to uphold the Librarian's story as a reminder of humility and the unseen strength within the smallest worlds. It becomes a cultural touchstone, a tale shared during training sessions, recounted around fires in distant outposts, and whispered among soldiers during patrols. Among the Empire's high command, a growing respect for subtlety reshapes their strategies. Missions are no longer planned with sheer power alone, but with an eye toward intelligence and adaptability, traits once dismissed in favor of brute force. This shift cultivates a new generation of officers who pride themselves on perception, strategic restraint, and respect for all species, qualities inspired by the Librarian's influence. For these soldiers, her story becomes more than a warning. It is a call to see beyond the surface, to recognize potential in unexpected places. Earth, now quietly strengthened by its reputation, begins to play a more active role in galactic diplomacy. Recognized for its wisdom and careful judgment, Earth's leaders establish an ambassadorial program, sending out envoys skilled in observation, patience, and negotiation. Their reputation precedes them, often sparking respect and, occasionally, unease among the Empire's diplomats. Earth becomes a bridge between worlds, advocating for unity and cooperation with the same calm, steady approach exemplified by the Librarian. Where other planets might leverage military might, Earth wields its influence through resilience, adaptability, and the quiet assurance that it is not to be underestimated. Meanwhile, rumors swirl about the Librarian herself. In the minds of many, she has become a near mythical figure, her precise features and true name blurred by time. Some say she's an immortal who still wanders the galaxy, appearing whenever there's need of quiet strength. Others claim she's a hidden leader on Earth, guiding its diplomacy from the shadows. Children on far-off planets grow up hearing tales of her cunning and calm resolve, stories that inspire them to act with dignity, to respect others, and to know that true strength lies not always in force, but in intention and discipline. In time, the Empire begins seeking alliances with Earth, seeing it less as a conquered world and more as a partner with unique insights and a shared commitment to stability. High-ranking officials consult with Earth's leaders on matters of strategy and counsel, valuing the perspective of a world that has thrived through patience and subtlety. The Empire's highest council even incorporates principles of Earth's diplomacy, aiming to temper its influence with wisdom drawn from the Shadow Librarian's legacy. For Earth, the memory of the Librarian's mission endures as a source of quiet pride, a symbol of what a single person can accomplish with focus, discipline, and quiet conviction. Her story continues to shape Earth's path on the galactic stage, inspiring generations of Earthlings to embrace resilience, intelligence, and the power of the unassuming. Ultimately, the Librarian's legacy transcends Earth, the Empire, and even the stars she once walked among. She becomes an eternal symbol of humility and strength, her quiet resolve echoing through the galaxy as a timeless reminder. Greatness often lies hidden in the most ordinary places, waiting to change the world in ways both profound and everlasting. As generations pass, the Shadow Librarian's story becomes a foundational myth, woven into the cultural fabric of countless worlds. The Empire, once rigid and arrogant, evolves into a more introspective force, tempered by the wisdom her legacy imparted. New generations of recruits are trained not just in combat, but in the arts of observation, diplomacy, and humility. Her tale, shared in academies and whispered in hallways, shapes these soldiers and officers, making them keenly aware that true power lies not in domination, but in respect and resilience. Earth, now a respected voice among galactic councils, steadily grows into a vital diplomatic hub. Known as the quiet planet, Earth has become synonymous with wisdom and strategic patience, qualities imparted by the Librarian's legacy. Earth's diplomats, emissaries, and advisors carry forward her spirit, often arriving at summits and negotiations with an air of calm and composed authority that commands attention. With each diplomatic success, Earth cements its position as an influential player on the galactic stage not by force, but through the steady, unwavering strength that once empowered the Librarian. Back on Earth, the librarian's legacy lives on in a small, almost secretive way. Her story is passed down within specialized branches of Earth's intelligence community, where new operatives are quietly trained in her method's patience, precision, and the art of going unnoticed. To these operatives, she is both a mentor and an ideal, her actions a benchmark for quiet influence. Though they never meet her, they honor her legacy by embodying her approach, carrying forward her belief that true strength lies in understanding and outmaneuvering rather than overpowering. As time goes on, the Empire faces new threats and challenges from other ambitious factions in the galaxy, some of whom seek to exploit its vulnerabilities. In these moments of crisis, the Empire's leaders turn to the wisdom imparted by the legend of the Shadow Librarian, employing strategies of patience, observation, and restraint, qualities they once dismissed but now see as their greatest assets. Her influence becomes a guiding principle, a reminder that brute strength alone cannot sustain power. Meanwhile, the galaxy itself changes, shaped by the ripple effects of the librarian's legacy. Her story, though small in origin, has reached worlds far and wide, inspiring diverse cultures to value resilience, honor, and the quiet strength within themselves. The librarian's actions become a symbol of hope and humility, her legend a reminder that one person, no matter how unassuming, can shift the course of history. Ultimately, the Shadow Librarian's legacy transforms from a tale of a single mission into a timeless philosophy, a beacon of what quiet courage and steadfastness can achieve. And in the quiet, enduring corners of Earth's libraries, her influence remains, forever woven into the stories and legends of a galaxy that has learned, through her example, to see strength in unexpected places and to respect the silent power of the unassuming. As the centuries roll on, the legend of the Shadow Librarian becomes a cornerstone in the lore of the galaxy, transcending her original mission to inspire an interstellar ethos. Across planets and species, her story becomes a symbol of quiet defiance and hidden strength, retold in schools, cited in councils, and embedded in the training philosophies of military and diplomatic institutions alike. The librarian's image, once obscure, now takes on an almost mythical status, a figure who embodied wisdom, resilience, and the power to change minds without ever raising a weapon. The Empire, now transformed by generations of cultural shift, moves beyond its former imperialistic pride, embracing a more cooperative and respectful approach to governance. Their military academies develop courses inspired by the principles of shadow tactics, focusing on restraint, adaptability, and diplomacy. Many credit the librarian's influence with saving the Empire from its own hubris, helping it avoid the fate of empires that rose and fell through brute force alone. The librarian's lesson, as it comes to be known, teaches that the most lasting influence comes from understanding, patience, and a willingness to see beyond appearances. On Earth, the librarian's impact is celebrated in unexpected ways. Once a minor planet on the fringes of galactic civilization, Earth has become a prominent voice, respected as a source of measured wisdom and diplomacy. A statue is erected in her honor, discreetly tucked away in a serene park, representing the quiet, steadfast strength she embodied. Known as the Monument of the Silent Sentinel, it draws diplomats, scholars, and citizens from across the galaxy, all coming to reflect on the legacy of a librarian who subtly reshaped galactic history. Within Earth's intelligence circles, her teachings become the foundation of a unique approach to interstellar relations. Recruits are trained in the librarian's code, a doctrine emphasizing empathy, discretion, and the art of strategic silence. Earth's operatives become renowned for their patience, often achieving victories not through open confrontation, but by working in harmony with their surroundings, using information and observation as their most powerful tools. This approach makes Earth's agents some of the most sought-after advisors in the galaxy, respected for their uncanny ability to diffuse conflicts before they escalate. Galactic councils, once dominated by louder, more aggressive voices, now find Earth's diplomats leading dialogues on peace and cooperation. The librarian's legacy instills in them a profound understanding of balance and tact, inspiring them to foster alliances that transcend cultural divides. Earth's envoys bring with them the quiet assurance of their heritage, embodying a commitment to harmony over dominance. Other planets, intrigued by Earth's success, begin to adopt similar strategies, learning from Earth's example that influence does not require intimidation, but a steady and thoughtful presence. In time, the legend of the librarian becomes the foundation for a broader galactic philosophy known as the Path of the Silent Sentinel. This philosophy transcends borders, planets, and species, serving as a guiding light for those who seek to lead with wisdom rather than force. The librarian's image becomes an enduring symbol of hope, a reminder that quiet strength is as powerful as any army, and that true resilience is found in the willingness to adapt and learn. Across the galaxy, her story is told not just as history, but as a moral compass for generations yet to come. And so, the legacy of the Shadow Librarian endures, a timeless legend that whispers through the stars, reminding all who hear it that true power lies not in dominance, but in the strength to listen, observe, and change the world through quiet, resolute actions. In every corner of the galaxy, her presence remains a symbol of the quiet strength that binds civilizations together, a beacon for those who believe that even the most unassuming among us can shape the course of history.